Hey guys! Today, I would like to talk to you about one of the best projects built on Solana since inception. You will learn why I see unrealistic potential in Jupiter, what my goals are for this asset in 2024, how I plan to increase my profits, and what you should know if you are considering buying this asset. So be sure to watch this video till the end, because today you are going to get a lot of useful information that you can use to make good money. Subscribe to the channel, give this video a thumbs up, and let's get started. Although I have received messages like this quite often, I would like to remind you what JUP is and why you need it. JUP is a native token of a decentralized exchange on the Solana blockchain. Moreover, this is not just one of many similar projects, it is actually the top one decentralized exchange on this blockchain. It has about 200,000 active wallets per day. But that's not all. If we look at the DEX market as a whole, Jupiter ranks third. At the same time, it beats Uniswap in terms of trading volume per day. Now that you have remembered or just learned about Jupiter, we can remind you about the JUP token itself. The exchange distributed it to all active users of its platform. Moreover, they did it to almost 1 million wallets. And the most interesting thing is that this was the first drop in a series of large airdrops by an active user of their platform. So today, I will tell you what I personally am doing to get more drops. But before that, share in the comments if you knew about the JUP token. And while you're writing, I'd like to chat about some interesting news and growth potential of this asset. I would like to start this section by saying that the token is now at a nice price point as we are down almost 50% from the all-time high. And the most interesting thing is that we are now just a little bit higher than when I recorded my first video about JUP when I said the most understandable things. But for some reason, many people did not believe me. I suggest you listen again to what I said then. It's clear to me that JUP can easily grow to $1.50 and even more at the peak. But we'll talk about that a little later. Very quickly, this not only became my opinion, but was also confirmed by the JUP chart. At that time, it only took a few days. And now I am confident that we will not only return to $1.5, but also go much higher. But we'll get to that a little later. Now I propose to talk about updates and news that will contribute to the further growth of the asset. It should be noted that Jupiter is a large ecosystem that includes the exchange itself, DAOs with active community members and JUP stakers, and a new product, LFG Launchpad, which has already released 4 tokens. I really like the way this project's ecosystem is being built, but first let's talk about some pretty interesting and important news. The Jupiter team has launched a $100 million acceleration fund aimed at driving the adoption of mobile devices and creating a unified market initiative. It's a pretty fascinating initiative, especially since Jupiter recently acquired Ultimate Wallet and its mobile app development team. Many of you may have wondered why they would want to acquire this team and what they plan to do with it. It turns out that they are planning their own mobile application for their website. They are also planning to launch a beta test this month, so they just bought the company a week and a half ago and already have clear plans for this month. That's cool. I like that they're moving pretty fast and clearly understanding the needs of their customers well. Speaking of which, they will be offering 0 commission fees for their services. It is not clear yet if this will be permanent or just a promotion to attract new users. In general, however, the fact of 0 commission fees is also quite a bullish factor. In addition, they have created a rather cool tool for making money. JLP Pool. JLP is the liquidity provider of the token. The APY, denominated in USD, is calculated based on the fees generated by the trading activities of perps and does not include asset appreciation and P&L traders. 70% of the fees generated are distributed back to the holders by redepositing the fees into the pool on an hourly basis, thus increasing the price of the JLP. This product is an easy way to multiply idle funds. At the same time, the risk of loss is quite low. If you are interested in this topic, write a comment. I could tell you more about such activities. With that, I say we move on to my strategy for multiplying my profits.
Putting up with what? I can't talk to people!
The most interesting thing is that Jupiter doesn't have any early investors, and the first drop had only 10% of the amount distributed to market participants. And there were still 4 billion tokens left for the drops. That's why I was very excited. Because the Solana ecosystem is growing, the price of the token will only grow, so all active users will make a huge profit. And as you can imagine, these drops will be issued to active participants in the resources. So, I plan to make 1 to 2 transactions on their DEX daily from my wallets. Such activity will not be expensive, but the first drop brought me from 2 to 3K of JUP tokens for each wallet. In general, I will try to use all sections of the exchange as much as possible, not just the usual swaps. I will definitely add money to the earn section because it is very likely to get a separate drop for it, and the resource itself will bring profit. And considering how generous they were to 1 million users, I think the drops will be much bigger in the future. After all, almost 4 billion JUP tokens have been allocated. In addition, it will be a very cool activity to stake your tokens and vote for certain changes or projects. In fact, rewards for staking have been set for this activity, up to 50 million JUP per quarter plus 75% of commission fees from future launchpads of Jupiter owners. In other words, in addition to the price increase, you will receive rewards up to the amount of your JUP, which, of course, in a bull market will bring unrealistic X's. Besides, there may be separate drops for voting, as will be the case for those who participated in one of the first voting sessions. Some projects will motivate you to choose them by giving you their tokens for voting. So right now, JUP staking looks like a pretty nice app for holders, and I personally keep all my allocation there. However, keep in mind that it takes up to 30 days to withdraw funds from staking. What do you think of this activity? Share in the comments, and we're moving on to my price prediction. I want to make it clear that I'm only giving my subjective opinion on the future price. This is in no way financial advice. So be sure to do your own research and invest wisely. I guess you've already understood my feelings about this project. I believe it is quite realistic to reach the $1.52 mark in the coming months. But you have to understand that the market is quite unstable right now. Recently we saw 70K, and now it has rolled back to 59K, and even recently it was possible to buy it even cheaper. And if this month is positive, we could see $2 in early summer. However, after the drop, it is quite possible for stakers to see a small pullback from the levels that will be at the time of the drop next month. But even in that case, $1 is a good price to buy. And if we consider longer-term investments, then I can quite see reaching $3.5 to $4 per coin, and I especially see the possibility of such a price, even if we compare it with the Uni token. After all, these two projects are already running at almost the same volume, and this is just the beginning. Jupiter will definitely only accelerate ecosystem projects. By the way, let me know what you think about the future price. I'm really curious. And I would like to remind you that this video is by no means financial advice, just my thoughts and calculations. So be sure to do your own research before you invest. Like the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the growth of coins. Thanks for watching. Your Coin Post.